Students and friends, welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. I really apologize that I cannot be there with you in person, but I really hope that my message still reaches you clearly through this video. And let me start by thanking you for your energy, engagement, and commitment to the values and the mission of the United Nations. Your event actually takes place as the world continues to recover from the devastating COVID-19 crisis. As you know, this crisis has really upended the lives of millions of people around the world. It has devastated economies and transformed how we live and work and learn. And our world is actually very much in trouble beyond COVID, because conflicts continue in many parts of the world. Natural and human-made disasters are wreaking havoc on our daily lives, jeopardizing the livelihood of millions of the world's most vulnerable people. This is your reality. This is our reality. But by working together, each and every one of us, I believe we can put the world on a better path. And the Sustainable Development Goals are our compass, guiding us to a better future. So, dear students, faced with COVID-19 and the triple planetary crisis of climate change, pollution, and biodiversity loss, young people like yourselves around the world stepped up in extraordinary ways. You are supporting those at risk, contributing to the response, and showing great resilience, resourcefulness, and leadership. You have shown actually time and again that you are committed to driving change in the world. And the Model United Nations program is an important vehicle for building awareness and networks for change. So thank you for your engagement. Thank you for searching for solutions to some of the world's toughest challenges through consensus and multilateral cooperation. This is at the heart of the UN system. And I want to acknowledge your efforts to defend these values at a time actually when we are facing the greatest threat in decades to those very values. You know, diplomacy is never easy. Just try asking 193 of your friends to agree on the same thing. Well, you'll see, it is tough, but it is worth it. And it's great to see that you will cover very substantial issues with the 6 committees and topics, including the climate crisis. Now, allow me to share a few priorities that you could reflect on during your meeting. First, we must make peace with nature by adopting bold and transformational policies. We face a triple planetary emergency: the climate crisis that is causing havoc in rich and poor countries alike, the loss of biodiversity as more than 1 million species face extinction, and pollution that kills some 7 million people every year. Climate change is not a faraway problem. It is causing massive damage right now in Indonesia and around the world. From air pollution, choking many major cities, to more extreme heat and natural disasters, to 1 million species at risk, the urgent need for climate action is very clear. Many of us are already paying a high price today. But unless we take action immediately to limit the impact of climate change, today's young people will be faced with its existential fallout. And when I say we must take action, it's all of us and at all levels. Second threat, our response to the pandemic should not simply entail a return to the status quo. That is a big threat. If we go back to where we were, it will mean that we have not learned the lesson. Therefore, we must use this moment to fix the broken social and economic systems that have led to this crisis and to build what the Secretary General has called a new social contract. The pandemic has exposed tremendous fragilities and inequalities. We must rethink our world and build a society that is centered on inclusion and equality, as it is envisioned by the SDGs. Third thought that I want to share with you. We need a more inclusive and effective multilateralism, because only through a multilateral approach can we fast-track our efforts in preserving human rights, fighting injustice, gender-based violence, and discrimination. Students and friends, do you know that today there are at least 1.8 billion people in the world who are between the age of 10 and 24 years? And actually 1.2 billion of them, 1.2 billion, are between the age of 15 and 24. So what does it mean? Well, it means that young people are a tremendous and essential asset worth investing in. When we open the door to young people, it has an unparalleled multiplier effect. As the UN Youth Strategy 2030 details, young people's empowerment, development, and engagement are essential to building a better world. The UN recognizes that it cannot achieve its mission without working with young people, without making sure that they are heard and understood, and not only engaged, but empowered, and not only supporting, but leading global efforts and processes. Your presence here today is one more clear demonstration that young people are ready to contribute fully to transformative change as you network, negotiate, connect, and hold dialogues. Your solidarity, cooperation, and hope will guide all those who are working to advance the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals. So thank you for working to keep the promise of the SDG and for ensuring that everyone, everywhere, can live a life of dignity, prosperity, and at peace in a safe and healthy planet. I wish you all a very successful Model United Nations. Thank you very much. Terima kasih banyak.